So a pleasant day everyone. So for today's video is we gonna make a movie review about the animated film The Silent Voice. So Silent Voice is a 2016 Japanese animated drama film produced by Kyoto Animation, directed by Naoko Yamada and written by Reiko Yoshida, featuring character designs by Futoshi Nishiya and music by Kensuke Yusho. It is based on the manga of the same name written illustrated by Yoshitoki Omiya. Plans for an animated film adaptation were announced back in November 2014. Kyoto Animation was confirmed to produce the film in November 2016. Mayu Ereno and Sari Hayami signed on as a voice casting in May 2016, and a theatrical release poster and the official trailer were released on July 2016. So the film covers elements of coming of age and psychological drama dealing with themes of bullying, disability, forgiveness, mental health, suicide, and platonic love, where it follows the story with compassion and understanding involves the former bully turned social outcast who decided to reconnect and befriend the deaf girl he had victimized years prior. So A Silent Voice is a Japanese animated film produced by Kyoto Animation and tells the tale of Shoyu Ishida, a former bully who was shunned by all of his friends at school for bullying Shoko Nishimiya, his deaf classmate. This ostracization followed Ishida well into high school, leading him to conclude that there isn't any point to having friends, being completely alone and with no plans for the future. Ishida attempts to commit suicide. However, his perspective soon begins to change upon reconnecting with Nishimiya. Seeking redemption for his past sins, Ishida sets on a path to reconcile with Nishimiya and his old school friends in hopes of giving Nishimiya the opportunity to befriend those whom she had never gotten the opportunity to. The pacing of the story is that something that we haven't seen before. We get to see what we happened in their elementary school years, and then we are back to present. Seeing what the characters are doing at this point in their lives, Ishida was spending his last days trying to sort of cleanse himself by gathering up money to give to his own mother to repay his debt for all the hearing aids she had to replace for Shoko because he destroyed them as a kid. He also wanted to bring to Shoko her old sketchbook and try to become her friend. After a sudden change of heart, he decided to carry on with his life and things started to go well for him. He started making friends and getting along with Shoko and her sister, but things were never properly explained and his other friends involved from the past still had open wound about the whole situation, which ended up in arguments between them. Shoko blamed herself once more, saying that she was the cause of everything and that she can't seem to love herself for what she is, which leads her to try to take her own life. Ishida then saves her but gets seriously injured, which ends up being a wake-up call for all of them and brings them back together. So the film was great. It was quite rough and addressed by a lot of subjects that we don't want to see or talk about. Bullying is so wrong for everyone, and especially in Koi no Katachi. It is known that from one day to another you can stop being bullied and become the victim. The cruelty of kids is also something that we shouldn't be taken lightly, and this is where a good educational system with good teachers that care about the well-being of everyone comes into play. Suicide and self-loving are also two themes highly mentioned in the overall plot. Both main characters seems to hate themselves for different reasons, but both end up thinking alike, that ending their life would be the best for everyone, which is not true in any scenario. Also shows the grief of those left behind when someone dies and how good parenthood plays a key role to support a kid or a teenager.